Hey everybody, Cody here. So I'm working on this old BMW right here, and I replaced the throttle, and replacing part of the throttle housing is the brake master cylinder, so it's brand new as well. So I'm going to bleed the brakes, right? And it's bleeding perfect. I go to check to make sure I got fluid coming out of both brake calipers. It's a dual disc setup, and I've only got brake fluid coming out of one caliper, which tells me I had a blockage in either the line or the caliper itself. I took this, I broke the hard line free from both the caliper and the line, and I had fluid coming out to this point on the actual caliper, which tells me I had a blockage in the caliper. I pulled it apart and it was full of nasty gunk. So I could leave this other caliper alone because it was working, but the chances of it being nasty full of junk too is very possible, very high. If you're going to do the job, just do it right and do both calipers. All right. So again, just because the brakes bleed on a dual disc setup, you need to check both calipers, make sure they're working properly on both sides. Quick tip for you for the day: y'all ride safe. Hey, this is a part 2 video on the brake caliper job on the BMW over there. So I was mentioning in the last video about how I was bleeding the brakes and one caliper worked, one caliper didn't work. And I took one apart and it's nasty inside. Now it works. I was saying how chances are your second caliper is going to be the same way. And let me show you the caliper, what it looks like. And this is the one that was working and was taking fluid. Here's what it looks like on the inside. Pretty nasty, right? Look at all this gunk inside there. So it may have worked for the time being when you initially bled the brakes, but it's just a matter of time before this one failed too, and it could have possibly caused you to have an accident. So for a peace of mind, just go ahead and replace them, pull them apart, clean them, put them back together. It takes that 15 minutes of caliper, not very long. It's just a safety thing, all right? But hey, thanks for hanging out with me for a couple of minutes. Y'all ride safe.